Have you ever thought that a little salt can change your life? It may seem unbelievable, but for centuries people have recognized the healing properties of salt. In the past, its value was compared to the cost of gold, which led to wars and international trade. We usually associate salt with seasoning food, but its significance is much deeper. Salt was revered in ancient cultures and religions, considered a source of energy, and contributed to changes in people's lives. In ancient times, salt was used not only as a seasoning, but also as a key to the secrets of the world. For example, adding salt to the corners of your home can dramatically change the atmosphere. Let's look at 4 significant examples of how salt affected people's lives and views. First, let's find out how this ancient knowledge can help you improve your life right now. Salt was admired for its cleansing properties. Many religions recognize its importance. Christians use it in holy water, and Hindus see it as a symbol of purity. In ancient Egypt, salt was burned to protect against evil spirits. It served as a protective amulet and was even used in sumo wrestling to get rid of negative energy. In myths and legends, salt was used as a way to protect against witchcraft and bad energy. In different cultures, such as Normandy and Bavaria, salt served as a means of healing and protection. Now let's look at how to use the power of salt. Once you understand its significance, you can apply this knowledge to improve your life. The third principle concerns the structure of salt crystals. When viewed under a microscope, you can see a unique geometry. This concept has inspired many great minds, such as Leonardo da Vinci. With salt, you can connect with this divine frequency. Salt is not just a culinary additive, it has a deep historical and cultural significance that can be traced through many civilizations and religions. The fascination with salt as a symbol of purification, protection, and healing is reflected in various cultures around the world. Since ancient times, salt has been an important element in religious rituals. In Christianity, for example, salt is used in the blessing of holy water. This act symbolizes the cleansing of sins and protection from evil. Holy water enriched with salt is perceived as a sacred element capable of bringing healing and protection. In the Orthodox tradition, during the blessing of Epiphany water on Epiphany, it is mixed with salt, which symbolizes purification and protection from evil spirits. In Indian culture, salt is considered a symbol of purity. It is used in purification and blessing rituals, as well as in traditional holidays. In some communities, it is served on the table as a symbol of joy and abundance. Salt is perceived as a gift from nature that can cleanse and protect. In ancient Egypt, salt was used not only to preserve food, but also as a means of protection. The Egyptians burned salt and used it to create protective amulets that they wore to protect against evil spirits. Salt in this context was perceived as a strong element capable of protecting against negative energy. Salt has been featured in myths and legends as a powerful protection against witchcraft, and in some cultures it was scattered in the corners of homes to ward off evil and bring good luck. In Japanese culture, particularly in sumo wrestling, salt plays an important role. Wrestlers throw salt into the ring before the match to clear the space of negative energy. This ritual symbolizes purification and protection of both the wrestlers and the spectators. Salt acts as a powerful tool that helps to maintain the purity of the spirit and body. It is important to understand that salt not only symbolizes purification, but also has real cleansing properties. For example, it can be used in everyday life to create a harmonious space. Salt can absorb negative vibrations and cleanse the atmosphere in the house. One of the simple methods is to use salt to cleanse the energies in your space. To do this, you need to place a glass of sea salt and water in the corner of the room, which will help relieve tension and cleanse the place of negative energy. Salt, as an element of nature, has fascinated and inspired humanity for centuries. In Buddhist philosophy, the importance of purification, both physical and spiritual, is one of the central themes, and salt in this context takes its rightful place. Salt not only symbolizes purification, but actually has real cleansing properties that can help us create a harmonious space around us. Salt is not just a mineral that we use in cooking. It represents elements associated with purification, protection, and harmony. In Buddhism, purification is considered an important part of the spiritual path. This purification includes not only the physical, but also the emotional and mental. When we talk about salt, we are talking about its ability to cleanse not only the space, but also our inner being. According to the teachings of Buddha, our inner state is reflected in the external environment. If there is chaos and anxiety in our hearts and minds, then our environment will also be filled with negative energy. Salt can serve as a simple but effective tool for cleansing and transforming this space. In everyday life, salt can be used to create a harmonious space that can support peace and inner calm. It can absorb negative vibrations and cleanse the atmosphere in the house. This is especially true in today's world, where the stresses and negative emotions of everyday life can build up and create tension. One simple method of using salt to cleanse the energies in your space is to place a glass of sea salt and water in the corner of the room. This practice not only cleanses the space, but also creates a symbolic representation of our intention to remove negative energies and fill the space with light and peace. There are several simple and accessible salt cleansing practices that can be easily integrated into your life. They do not require special knowledge or skills, but they do require our mindfulness and intention. Fill a glass with water and add some sea salt. Place the glass in a corner of the room or near a place where you often spend time. Leave it there for a few days, allowing the salt to absorb negative energy. After that, you can pour the water and salt into the ground as a symbol of the completion of the cleansing process. Add sea salt to your bath to create an atmosphere of cleansing and relaxation. This will not only help your body get rid of tension, but also create a space for spiritual practice. You can meditate or simply enjoy the silence, allowing the salt to cleanse your physical and energetic state. If you have items that you want to cleanse from negative energy, you can place them in a container with salt for a few hours. This can be especially useful for things that you received as a gift or that have not been used for a long time. In this case, the salt will act as a kind of filter, absorbing negative energy. Create a space for meditation by decorating it with salt. You can place small bowls of salt in your meditation corner, thereby creating an atmosphere of cleansing and focus. When you meditate, focus on salt and its cleansing properties, allowing it to become your ally in the process of self-knowledge and inner growth. In terms of energy, salt has unique properties that can help us change our state. It is an energy conductor, capable of not only absorbing negative vibrations, but also amplifying positive ones. This is due to the fact that salt, due to its crystalline structure, is able to interact with energy flows. When we are in a state of stress or emotional discomfort, our environment also begins to reflect this state. Using salt as a cleansing tool can help create a space in which we can restore our inner balance. Salt acts as a magnet, attracting negative energies and making room for positive vibrations. It is important to remember that nature always strives for harmony, and we, as a part of it, also strive for this state. Buddhist teachings emphasize how the elements of nature affect our state. Salt, as an element of earth, can help us return to the basics, to our true self. When we use salt for cleansing, we tune into this natural flow, allowing ourselves to be free of the superfluous and unnecessary. So salt is not just a culinary additive or an element that we use for cooking. It has a deep symbolic and cleansing meaning that can be used in our daily lives. In the Buddhist context, salt becomes a powerful tool for cleansing not only the physical space, but also our inner world. When we recognize its power and influence, we can use this knowledge to create a harmonious space that promotes spiritual growth and self-knowledge. By cleansing our environment with salt, we create conditions for inner healing and peace. This is an important step towards the inner peace and harmony that Buddhism speaks of, allowing us to become more aware and attentive to the world around us and ourselves. Interestingly, salt has a unique geometry that has fascinated scientists and artists. When you look at salt crystals under a microscope, you can see their regular structure and symmetry. These crystals represent harmony and order in nature. The concept of salt crystals has inspired many great minds, such as Leonardo da Vinci, who saw them as a symbol of divine harmony and order. When we talk about salt as a means of purification, we also mention how it can help connect with the divine frequency. Salt has its own unique vibrations that can facilitate spiritual awakening. The practice of using salt for meditation and rituals allows a person to deeply understand their connection with nature and the universe. In today's world, where stress and negative energy are becoming a part of everyday life, salt can be a powerful tool for purification and healing. We can use it both in rituals and in everyday life to create a harmonious space and maintain mental balance. Salt is not just a mineral that we use in our daily lives, it is an element with deep symbolism and unique properties that allow us to reconnect with nature and the universe. In the Buddhist understanding, all phenomena and elements in the world are interconnected, and salt, with its special geometry and vibrations, can serve as a powerful tool for purification and spiritual awakening. Salt crystals have an incredible structure and symmetry that inspire admiration among scientists and artists. When examined under a microscope, you can see how they form regular shapes and patterns. This symmetry represents the harmony and order inherent in nature, and reminds us that everything has its own internal logic and pattern. Buddhism teaches us to see the world as a whole, where all elements are interconnected and interact with each other. The concept of salt crystals, their symmetry and harmony inspired many great minds, such as Leonardo da Vinci. He saw them as a symbol of divine harmony, which emphasizes the importance of understanding the beauty and order in our surroundings. This beauty and order contained in salt crystals can serve as a reminder of how we can order our lives, bringing harmony and balance into our existence. By observing the crystalline structure of salt, we can reflect on how each of us is part of this great symphony of nature, where each element plays its part. When we talk about salt as a means of purification, we must consider its ability not only to physically cleanse the space, but also to influence our internal energy. In the Buddhist tradition, purification is an important practice that helps to free the mind from excess, establish harmony with the surrounding world, and deepen the connection with the inner eye. Salt has its own unique vibrations that can facilitate spiritual awakening. Each particle of salt contains the history and energy of the earth, and by interacting with it, we can establish contact with this energy. Using salt in purification rituals allows us to release the negative energy accumulated in our space and create conditions for new, positive experiences. One way to use salt in meditation is to create a special space for practice. Salt can be placed in a bowl or used as part of a ritual. When meditating, focus on its crystalline structure, visualizing how its symmetry and order penetrate your consciousness, clearing it of negative thoughts and emotions. You can use sea salt or Himalayan salt, each of which has its own unique properties and vibrations. These crystals can become the focus of your meditation, allowing you to immerse yourself in a state of deep inner peace and harmony. During your practice, you can imagine how the salt absorbs all negative energies, making room for light and positive vibrations. Rituals using salt can range from simple practices to more complex and meaningful actions. For example, you can create a ritual of cleansing your home with salt by walking it through all the corners, while reciting blessings and intentions for the cleansing of the space. This practice helps to realize the importance of intention and faith in the power of cleansing rituals. Salt can also be used to cleanse your personal items that may hold negative energy. For example, you can place jewelry or other items that are important to you in salt for a few hours, allowing them to cleanse and recharge with new energy. This is especially useful if you receive something as a gift or use the item during a time of emotional stress. In today's world, where stress and negative energy are becoming part of everyday life, salt can be a powerful tool for cleansing and healing. We can use it not only in rituals, but also in everyday life to create a harmonious space and maintain mental balance. For example, adding salt to a bath can be a great way to relax and cleanse not only the body but also the mind. Salt, dissolving in water, helps to get rid of accumulated tension and stress, creating a space for rest and restoration. During such procedures, you can meditate, focusing on your breathing and feeling how the salt cleanses your body and spirit. Thus, salt, with its unique geometry and vibrations, becomes not only an element of everyday life, but also a powerful tool for cleansing and harmonizing our inner world. In Buddhist teachings, it symbolizes the connection with nature and the universe, reminding us of the importance of harmony and order in life. Using salt in meditations and rituals allows us to deepen our understanding of ourselves and the world around us, helping to connect with the divine frequency. In the conditions of the modern world, saturated with stress and negative energy, salt becomes a bright beacon showing the way to inner peace and harmony. Discover this power by allowing salt to become your ally on the path to cleansing and self-knowledge. Attention to detail, awareness in the use of salt and trust in its properties can lead to profound transformations and an improvement in the quality of your life. Thus, salt is not just a culinary additive. Its historical and cultural significance dates back to ancient times. Salt has fascinated mankind with its cleansing properties, served as a protective amulet, and was used in rituals. It has been an integral part of various religious practices and traditions, symbolizing purity and protection. It is important to understand the power of salt and its impact on our health and life, in order to use it to improve our condition and create a harmonious space around us. Negative ions released when salt breaks down affect our mood and overall health. Numerous studies have confirmed that these ions increase oxygen levels in the body and promote serotonin production. Salt is even considered a natural antidepressant, improving mental and emotional well-being. We could talk about the benefits of salt for hours, but let's get back to how to change your life with it. If you want to know more about its benefits, Let us know in the comments, and we can continue this topic. Let's start with a simple but effective method. Take a clean glass and fill it 2/3 with sea salt. Then add water to the brim. This is where the magic happens. Choose a place in your home where negative energy has accumulated. This can be a place of stress or conflict. Leave the glass for 24 hours without moving it. If the water remains clear, it means that the negative energy has gone away and you can move on. If it does become cloudy, don't worry. Just repeat the process every 24 to 48 hours until the water becomes clear. In ancient times, people used salt for purification because they knew about its healing properties. This method is simple but effective for starting a new life. Remember that salt is not only a seasoning. It can absorb negative energy like a sponge. Shamans and religions have revered different types of salt for centuries, such as sea salt, Himalayan salt, and rock salt, for their ability to absorb energy. Using a glass and some salt, you will create a powerful energy field around you and your home. Salt is not only a new age trend, but also an element that ancient cultures and spiritual traditions relied on. This substance, which many underestimate in everyday life, contains deep mystery and potential. Salt has been an important part of human civilization for thousands of years. For example, the ancient Egyptians, Greeks, and Romans knew about its significance. They did not see salt simply as a seasoning, but as a symbol of purity and preservation. In ancient Egypt, salt was used in mummification, and in the Roman Empire, soldiers were paid in salt, giving rise to the word salary. This practice highlights the value of salt in the economy. In medieval Europe, salt was the basis of trade, and cities that controlled its supply wielded great power. Taxes on salt, known as gabelles, often caused resentment and led to social unrest, including the French Revolution. Salt is not only an economic resource, but also a symbol of wisdom and knowledge in different cultures. It represents permanence in a constantly changing world. Salt is important in religious rituals, serving as a protective symbol. For example, in Japan, sumo wrestlers throw salt into the ring for purification, and in Eastern European folklore, it is placed at the door of houses to ward off evil and attract good luck. The use of salt in rituals highlights its universal significance as a tool for purification. Understanding the importance of salt from a historical and spiritual perspective enriches our understanding of this simple yet profound substance. The next time you reach for salt, consider its rich heritage and how it impacts our society and culture. These practices are not just superstitions, they are based on a deep understanding of the symbolic and energetic power of salt. Now let's explore the science behind the environmental and health effects of salt. Salt is made up of sodium and chloride ions, which are essential for various physiological processes. When salt dissolves, it creates a solution that can conduct electrical impulses. This makes it an excellent tool for energy work. Negative ions found in natural environments such as waterfalls and beaches have a positive effect on mood and overall well-being. They increase oxygen levels in the brain, improving alertness and reducing fatigue. These ions also help protect against airborne germs, reducing the risk of infection. Salt, by releasing negative ions, can create a similar effect, serving as a natural air purifier. The salt cleansing method requires a mindful approach and a clear intention. Start by choosing a quality salt, such as sea salt or Himalayan salt. These types of salt retain more minerals and energetic properties. When you are ready, focus on the intention to cleanse your space. Pour the salt into a glass, filling it about a third of the way, then slowly add water, imagining the cleansing power of the salt penetrating the liquid. Place the glass in an area with negative energy and leave it for 24 hours. If the water remains clear, this indicates that the space has been cleansed. If it is cloudy, repeat the process every 24 to 48 hours until the water runs clear. This means that the energy has been cleansed. By incorporating this method into your daily practice, you can create a space that supports your health and well-being. Salt may be underrated in our lives, but its potential is enormous. This simple yet powerful substance has played an important role in human civilization for thousands of years. Remember that salt is not only a seasoning, but also a symbol of purity and preservation. Use it consciously and you will benefit from its powerful energy. When you find that the water in your glass has become cloudy, it is an indication that the salt is continuing to work to neutralize the underlying negative energies. Repeat the process every 24 to 48 hours until the water is clear, creating a space that is conducive to your highest good. This approach will help maintain a higher vibration in your home, creating an atmosphere of calm and clarity. You may notice a change in the energy of your space, which will become lighter and more harmonious, supporting your personal growth and aspirations. Salt scrubs are another way to take advantage of the cleansing properties of salt. To create one, combine sea salt with a carrier oil such as coconut or olive oil, adding a few drops of essential oils for added benefit. Apply the scrub to your skin, visualizing all the negative energy leaving you feeling cleansed and uplifted. In addition to its cleansing properties, salt also helps enhance meditation. Using salt in a meditation space can create a more. Salt scrubs are an amazing combination of salt's cleansing properties and body care, making them not only a useful skincare product, but also a powerful tool for deep spiritual cleansing. In Buddhist teachings, physical cleanliness is closely linked to spiritual cleansing, and this principle can easily be applied to the practice of using salt to cleanse and restore energy. Salt has long been considered a symbol of purity and purification. In Buddhist practices, it is important to maintain both the physical and energetic state of the body in purity. Salt scrubs are one of the ways to free ourselves from accumulated negative vibrations that can interfere with our spiritual development. When using a salt scrub, we not only cleanse the skin, but also initiate the process of getting rid of internal debris, anxiety, fear, negative emotions. To create your own salt scrub, you need to mix sea salt with a carrier oil, such as coconut or olive. These oils have moisturizing and nourishing properties, which makes them ideal for skin care. By adding a few drops of essential oils, such as lavender or citrus, you can enhance the effect of purification and inspiration. Essential oils not only fill the space with a pleasant aroma, but also bring their healing properties, creating an aura of harmony and tranquility. Using a salt scrub becomes a true cleansing ritual that helps you focus on your intentions and become more mindful. Apply the scrub to your skin using gentle circular motions, focusing on your breathing and internal sensations. Imagine all the negative energy leaving your body, leaving you cleansed and inspired. This process is reminiscent of the Buddhist practice of mindfulness, where every moment and every movement is important. By becoming aware of your body and sensations, you can deepen your connection with yourself and the world around you. With this approach, your cleansing becomes not just a physical process, but a spiritual one. In addition to its cleansing properties, Salt can also help enhance meditation. Creating a meditation space using salt is another way to connect with its energy. You can place a bowl of sea salt on your meditation altar or in the corner of the room to cleanse the atmosphere and create a harmonious space. When you meditate, focusing on your breath and body sensations, salt helps to calm the mind and reduce stress. This allows you to enter deeper states of consciousness, achieving greater clarity and inner peace. Salt, as an element of nature, creates a special connection with the earth, which can enrich your meditative experience. Salt scrubs are not only a wonderful skincare product, but also a powerful tool for spiritual cleansing and enhancing your meditation practice. By using salt in our rituals, we can deepen our understanding of ourselves and our place in the world. Every time you do a salt scrub or meditate in its presence, remember that you are participating in an ancient cleansing ritual that connects you with nature and universal energy. Salt, being one of the simplest and most accessible elements, has an amazing ability to influence our state. It helps to cleanse not only the body, but also the soul, which makes it a valuable assistant on the path to spiritual development and inner harmony. May this cleansing process be a source of inspiration and transformation for you, and may salt be your trusted companion on this journey. Thank you for joining me in this exploration of the transformative power of salt. If you have questions, ideas, or stories to share, please leave a comment below. Let's continue this conversation and support each other in unlocking the incredible potential of salt on our journeys of healing and transformation.